taekwondo in Times Square. Korean food delivery service in Brazil. A Hansik feast in New Zealand. Go Green rooftop farms in Tel Aviv. A 13-year-old artist solo exhibition. An event organizer who promotes Korean performers in New York. Hello and welcome to Going Global. I'm your host, Chung Se-mi. Now, what are the chances of everyone in a family sharing the same birthday? There is one family in England where husband and wife Mark and Jodie Ballingal both share the same birthday of August 1st. They recently had a daughter, Libby, born on August 1st as well. The couple is already looking forward to their next big family birthday party. Now, couples sharing the same birthday have been seen every now and then, but the odds of having a child and the parents share the same birthday is 48 million to 1, which is even rarer than winning the lottery. Their birthdays must be a true family celebration. Now, on that note, let's turn to our first story for today. The United States has a very strong sports infrastructure with rigorous physical education classes in public schools. And more public schools are teaching Korea's martial art, taekwondo. Now, let's take a closer look at some of the students practicing taekwondo.
Powerful kicks cut the air. Each move shows control and discipline. The shouts of these taekwondo practitioners echo through Times Square in New York.
Really exciting. There's a lot of people here. We've seen a lot of really cool moves from the kids. They've got a lot of different varieties going on, and it's really fun to watch everybody.
The 2016 Times Square Hansik and Taekwondo Festival featured some 3,500 students from American public schools. Their parents also took part, bringing together families of taekwondo practitioners.
I think it's really a great learning experience to get to see how other taekwondos actually perform different than ours and get to learn off that and see the integration of the culture. And I really think that's a great thing to get to experience.
Just made him a whole different kid. It makes him work hard both at school and when he's at the studio.
The United States Taekwondo Education Foundation holds this festival every year in order to promote taekwondo education among American public schools. Thanks to their efforts, about 600 schools in 11 states have added taekwondo to the curriculum. This year, the foundation also gave awards to educators who played a major role in spreading taekwondo.
올해 그 장소가 좀 좁아서 100개 팀 이상은 받지 못했습니다. 그래서 내년에는 좀 더 이 광장을 좀 더 확장시켜서 두 군데에서 동시에 할 생각을 하고 있습니다.
The foundation is looking into expanding taekwondo education in Mexico, China, and India as well.
Our next story takes us to Brazil. Korean cuisine is growing popular in Brazil, the center of Hallyu in Latin America. And there is now a company that cooks Korean dishes and delivers them. Let's find out more.
This woman is unpacking a food delivery. It's rice and appetizing bulgogi. This is a meal prepared by a Korean food delivery service called Hini.
Hini através do Edu, porque a gente já se conhece há bastante tempo e ele me apresentou, começou a trabalhar com alimentos, né? E eu gosto bastante, comida coreana também, de vez em quando mudar a alimentação, sempre comer comida brasileira enjoa.
Gini is a brainchild of 6 young Koreans, and it opened its doors in March of this year. They handle all aspects of the business, from buying ingredients and cooking to delivery. They receive orders through social media, given that young people make up the majority of Hansik consumers.
처음 시작할 때는 몇 개 못 팔았죠. 한 개 판 적도 있고 2개 판 적도 있고. 근데 한 달째 지나고 나서부터 이제 소문이 나면서 막 매출이 이제 점점 올라가죠.
Gini's most popular dishes are 닭강정, 갈비찜, and bulgogi. They even have regular customers now. Daily orders jumped from about 10 a day during the first days of service to about 80 4 months later.
팔아서 사람들이 기분 좋게 하려고 그것 때문에 하는 거기 때문에 계속 이제 미래를 보고 하는 거기 때문에 아마 전 분명히 잘 될 거라고 생각해요.
They have plans to use a food truck to further promote their business.
Our next story is also about Korean cuisine. A group of young chefs organized a Korean cuisine fest in New Zealand to promote Hansik. They showcased fusion Korean dishes, catered to the locals' palates with kimchi, doenjang, and other traditional ingredients. Let's take a closer look.
This restaurant in Auckland, New Zealand is filled with diners one evening. From prime ribs to sea breams flavored with doenjang, it's a feast of Korean food.
Beef brisket, the JK cook. That was, I thought it was a really amazing representation of Korean food. It was really a really humble and kind dish.
The event was organized by a group of young Korean chefs. The chefs regretted how, unlike Japanese and Chinese cuisine, Korean cuisine is not as well known in New Zealand.
한식이 이런 맛을 가지고 있다. 잠재된 가능성이 더 크다. 이런 부분에 대한 조금 제 개인이 할 수 있는 부분은 한정적이니까 맛을 보게 해서 느껴보게 하는 게 첫 번째 목적이었습니다.
The diners enjoyed the dishes cooked with traditional Korean ingredients like kimchi and doenjang, but made with local palates in mind. Through word of mouth, almost 200 people showed up for the single-day event.
You know, people that might never had Korean food before or never been really into it, like, that's gonna open your mind for me personally. Absolutely, yeah.
The event was a success for the Korean chefs. They are now planning another Korean cuisine event featuring the diverse tastes of Asia.
Moving on to our next story. Farms and gardens are popping up on rooftops and in the middle of cities all around the world. The desert city of Tel Aviv, Israel, in the Middle East is no exception. Let's find out more.
The salad sold at this restaurant in Tel Aviv, Israel's second capital, has a certain unique feature.
הרגישו ממש את הטעם הטבעי של העגבניות. זה גורם לך להרגיש טוב יותר כשאתה אוכל משהו שאתה יודע שהכינו אותו, כאילו שגידלו אותו פה.
The vegetables in the salad were harvested from a rooftop farm about 15 minutes away from the restaurant. Delivered right after their harvest, the vegetables are fresh and cheaper by 30 to 40%.
גם החסה היא לא צריכה ניקיון, היא נקייה לגמרי. כמעט בכל פרמטר הן יותר טובות מחסות רגילות.
This is Green in the City, a rooftop farm that opened in January of last year. The farm supplies fresh vegetables to restaurants and residences of up to 1 kilometer away.
You have a more straight connection to your customer, and they can check how the vegetables are growing, and they can ask for other vegetables to grow. This is a much nicer way to work and much cheaper.
All vegetables, including lettuce, onions, tomatoes, cucumbers, and kale, are grown via hydroponics. There are also fish in the water tanks that hold the vegetables. The fish help the water flow, and their waste materials are an excellent source of nutrients for the crops. Maintenance is not labor-intensive. In fact, one person is enough to manage a farm that's the size of a basketball court.
כן, אני מרוצה מאוד מהרעיון ומהסלט. אם היא תלך מפה, אז לא היה לי בעצם להכין סלט בבוקר. אתם מבינים? ממש טעים וטוב פה. וזה בריאות גם.
It costs less than $1 to grow one type of vegetable, and the farm has a positive impact on the environment. Green in the City aims to build new farms once every 2 to 3 months and hopes to create an urban farm network in 4 years.
House in the urban area will have a small system that will grow
vegetable for everyone own purposes.
That are waiting for us in other cities.
Our next story takes us to Paris, France. A 13-year-old artist opened a solo exhibition in Paris, France, earning the nickname Kid Picasso. Let's find out more about this exhibition and the youngest artist ever to hold it.
This subject appears to be smiling, but his head is filled with complex thoughts that represent the inner thoughts of the artist.
Et avec de l'émotion qui est à la fois des points de vue d'enfants et des visions d'adultes. Et c'est très très étonnant et je trouve très impressionnant.
The artist is 13-year-old Yi In-hoo. Without any formal art education, he held a solo exhibition 3 years ago in Korea, receiving an acknowledgement of his outstanding talent. He has also been called Kid Picasso for his freewheeling style and an unstrained expressiveness.
여행을 가면 이 영감을 아주 많이 얻으니까 이런 그림도 이제 시작한 지 별로 안 됐어요. 제가 이제 여행을 하도 많이 하다 보니까 이제 유럽 여행도 많이 하고 유럽의 이런 풍습 이런 것도 알 수가 있으니까 이런 느낌이 이제 새로 나온 거예요, 그림에서.
An exhibition commemorating 130 years of Korean-French ties featured 40 of Lee's works. This is the first solo exhibition by a child artist in Paris.
Il a un fort potentiel artistique parce qu'il est à 12 ans, il a une maturité très grande déjà et personnalité, il s'affirme.
Lee came to Paris 2 years ago to expand his artistic world. He aims to work hard so that he is known not as Kid Picasso, but as the artist Yi In-hoo.
저 같은 예술가가 되고 싶어요. 레오나르드 같은 예술가가 아닌 인후 같은 예술가.
It's time for our last story of the day. This year marks the 125th anniversary of Carnegie Hall, the greatest performance hall in New York. Korean artists have also stood on stage here, largely thanks to event organizer Park Jun-sik. Let's meet him right now.
This is a JSAC concert series featuring some of the most skillful and stylistic musicians.
오늘 정말 좋은 경험이었고 또 이렇게 가까이서 이런 좋은 음악, 좋은 공연 즐기게 해주는 우리 박준식 대표한테 너무 감사하고 그냥 너무 좋은 여름밤이었던 것 같아요.
Event organizer Park Jun-sik was the one responsible for the performance. Park runs the JSAC New York Arts Management Company and holds the JSAC concert series 26 times a year.
JSAC 콘서트 시리즈는 이제 올해 9년째 이제 맡고 있는데요. 한국에 재능 있는 그런 연주자들이 세계 관객과 좋은 공연장에서 성공적인 공연 올릴 수 있게 저희들이 계속 공연을 기획해서 좀 이끌어가고 있습니다.
It wasn't easy to arrange tens of performances every year at Carnegie Hall, the dream venue of many artists. Park majored into viola at the Juilliard School, and upon graduating in 2006 began a management business to help performers stand on stage. While his first event was a success, he was unable to pay his employees' salaries or cover rent due to high labor and rental costs in the United States.
그렇지만 또 일은 계속 해야 되니까 또 뭐 여행사 가이드도 해보고 뭐 택시 운전도 해보고 여기서 그래서 별의별 참 경험이 많았던 것 같아요.
But Park didn't give up, and in 2009 he changed his strategy and targeted large-scale troupes such as orchestras and operas aiming to perform overseas. The decision became a turning point. Today, Park is the first person that any Korean performance team will seek out in order to perform in the United States.
네, 이번에 제2사 콘서트 시리즈로 세계 좋은 연주자들과 연주하게 되어서 정말 기뻤고요. 이런 연주 기회를 앞으로 많은 유망주들도 얻을 수 있었으면 좋겠습니다.
Park perfectly understands what the performer and the audience want, given his background as a musician. 10 years on, Park is now fostering and managing musicians as well, his initial calling.
가장 중요한 건 꾸준한 것 같아요. 꾸준하게 계속 정말 제2사 콘서트 시리즈를 통하면 세계 무대로 정말 도달할 수 있는 그런 활로가 되게 만들고 싶어요.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Park is determined to help Korean artists share their talents with the world.
I hope you enjoyed today's stories and going global. Do you have an admiral companion at home? Then what do you do when you leave the house? One of the worries of pet owners is having to leave their pets alone when they go to work. Now, over in the United States, a growing number of companies are allowing employees to come to work with their pets. This policy is meant to raise employee satisfaction as more and more people are placing greater emphasis on work and life balance, and it doesn't cost a lot to implement this policy. There are also research results that show that bringing pets to work can actually raise work productivity. So this might be a policy that has more pros than cons. Now, Going Global will be back next week with more exciting and interesting stories from all around the world. Thank you for watching.